Hey everybody, welcome to another review. It's a rainy day here in the Netherlands. So today we're going to do Maria Llovet's Porcelain issue number 2 by ABLAZE Comics. And I'm really liking this cover. This is a really nice, well done piece of art. I like this a lot. This is an alternative cover, I believe. So let's dive in and we'll talk about it. So we're still here with Beryl. And Beryl is in, I don't know, some kind of a maze. And she's lost. And there's a little girl that wants to turn her into a doll for some reason, probably. And also her clothes are changed. And she has her cat with her. And she's meeting up with a guy. And he says, "My name is Axel. Come with me. Quick." So they are running away. And she is following him because she's lost, and Axel thinks that she is in danger. And she says, where are we supposed to be? I don't know how I got here. You're in the dollhouse. It's a walking trap, an infinite loop. It moves from one place to another, waiting for some prey to get close enough. And once it catches you, you can't get out. She says, I don't get it. She says, we have to hurry. The door may not have closed completely, and it's your only chance. Interesting, he says your chance instead of our chance. Okay, so they're moving through the maze, and we see some very cool imagery, like this, and all these doll houses and statues and whatnot. And all the corridors are very small. And so Axel says, there is no escape. You're doomed. And Beryl says, I don't understand. Are you saying that we can't get out if we are able to enter? Do you think that if there is a way out, I would stay in here? It's a miracle I'm still alive. And she sees that he is upset. And the only hope you have is to avoid the sculptress and pray that she doesn't turn you into one of her dolls. Maybe there are ways to hide, but it's not easy. Okay. So they are moving along, and then she sees these two entrances, Thanatos and Eros. And but before she can move, because she's looking at it in a very special way, or particular way, and he says to her, don't go in there. Do not choose the path of Thanatos. Why not? It's the closest path to the sculptress, to her heart. You enter her memories, trust me, better avoid it. So they are running away again. And they keep running away, and they go into another corridor. And then the color scheme is also changing from dark blue to more greenish. The red and the black stays the same. As you can see, even the borders of this comic is black. It's all deliberate. All these color choices is deliberate. It gives a sense of, I don't know, it can evoke some kind of emotion or dread, or I don't know. It's different. The only problem that I have is very light on narrative, because also the surroundings, although beautiful to look at, it's all a little bit samey, if you know what I mean. I mean, they are going from place to place to place, and then, except for this one, so a door is open, we see the sky. So she wants to go through it, and he says, no, stop and watch. So she does that, and then, well, this is some kind of a void with flowers and parts of puppets. I don't know. I told you already, there is no way out in here. Everything is an illusion and lies. Okay, so he says, over here, or over there. So we see this broken glass entrance, and you need to go there. So that's what they are doing. And he says it's dangerous to move only through the corridors. I prefer to take alternative routes. But she says, you keep saying that, but I don't see any dangers or threats. She says, I don't deny that it's a very strange place, but you have no idea. Okay. Axel, maybe you should stop interrupting Beryl the whole time. Let us speak. And Sorry. If you let your guard down for a second, you end up as one of them, a beautiful porcelain doll. And then we see this porcelain doll. Not sure if this thing is alive, but it feels like she is. It looks like looking at them. And then she wants to speak again. And then Axel is interrupting her again. Don't worry, we fight if necessary. Yes, she says. And I almost forget that she has a cat. This one. But since the surroundings is very, blackish, black clothes, black backgrounds here, black borders, black spots. Everything is a lot of black, as you can see here too. The color scheme changes again. And they are now, I don't know, somewhere else. And, with those Lego blocks, all the walls are moving on the other side. Well, we'll wait here until they stop. So, okay, and that reminds me of the horror movie. Oh man, I'm just blanking immediately again. There's a couple of people in some kind of a room, and every room has a danger to it, and they have to escape, otherwise they're getting killed in that room. I'm blanking. It's some kind of a box, a giant box. I probably know it when this review is over, as always. So they are sitting here and waiting, and so Axel says, "I'm surprised that people still live in the deserts. I thought everyone lived in the cities now, although I'm not very up to date, trapped inside here." So Beryl says, "Yeah, Aunt Mildred wants me to go to the capital and join one of the guilds." What guilds? I don't know. There's a lot of things around it that is not being explained, but that can be a problem. But for now, it's not really that important because they are here, so she cannot go to the guilds. She says, "I have no goals and that I never do anything here, but I like the desert. I wish I would go to the city. We could go together," Beryl says. And Axel, "You still don't realize what it means to be locked in here, Beryl." Well, Axel, maybe you should explain it to her instead of keep telling her that there is no chance of getting out of here and you don't know what it's all about. Explain it, But Beryl says, he says, "There are no guilds here, no deserts, no nothing, only the sculptures and her shadows." And he has a breakdown because, I don't know, maybe he's here for a very long time. Maybe he's being tortured. And we see Beryl try to comfort him. I talked to you about, the lack of narrative, but now that I look at that in more, there's also a lot of visual storytelling, small gestures, small expressions and feelings that is being evoked. I didn't recognize that when I read this a couple of minutes ago, but now I can see it, but it's still, for my taste, could be a little bit more. That's probably my only criticism, one of the criticisms that I have with this comic. So Beryl says, "What if there is a way out after all? I know you think that's not the case, but if you take it for granted that you can do something, it's possible that you really can't. Let's break the cycle or the circle. Let's get out of this house together." So he takes her hand. I like that. I mean, this could be a metaphor for people who are depressed, maybe. That's how I see it. And some people cannot see the light of the end of the tunnel. And it is nice that there's somebody saying, hey, there are good things in life, There are things that can change for the better. You have to just look for it. Or maybe you have to have that one friend that tells you and shows you the way. This is very nice. Okay, so they are trying to get out of here. And the last thing we see is that, well, there's another person in the room. And he says, "Careful." And that's it. It's going to be continued. And then we have a preview of Gung-Ho, Anger. I'm a little bit on the fence with this. I like what I'm seeing. I like what Maria Llovet is trying to tell. I still don't know if I'm liking it enough. But on the other hand, I start to, God, why am I blanking so much? I like what she's trying to do here when it comes. I believe this is more an maybe for young adults, a comic like this. I mean, it's creepy, it's spooky, and has some really cool elements. But yeah, the word I'm looking for is appreciate. I appreciate what Maria Lovelet is doing with this comic, and I can see why people are liking it. For me, I wish there was less walking through rooms the whole time, you know, showing us the same room over and over and over again, like here, without anything going on in between except that they are walking from one place to another with different perspective. I mean, it's cool, it looks cool, but after 3-4 pages of, you know, doing this, I want more. You know, I want more differentiation, different scenarios. I want things to happen a little bit more. But that's, you know, that's one of the small complaints. But overall, yeah, I can see what's going on here. Guys, let me know what you think about this comic in the comments below, and give me a like and a share, and then subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already, and all that jazz. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.